Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now the beginning of November of 2022, and as we get closer and closer to, of course, the very end of Star Wars Andor, and also approaching the release date of The Bad Batch Season 2, that's going to have Mando Season 3 come out just after it, we have a lot of things on the horizon for 2023 and beyond. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you also very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about the new universe between FAVREAU, FILONI, and Lucas is that they are all coming together and essentially reviving Star Wars Legends. Now, they're taking elements from Dark Empire, Shadows of the Empire, the Thrawn trilogy, a whole lot of other books and novels out there and comics that's going to lend itself to stories or side stories in the whole Mandoverse era, right? So John and Dave are really building things from the ground up and are using that as source material, something that Kathleen Kennedy completely denied and tried to lie to the fans about, stating how there was no source material to pull from when it came to the sequel trilogy movies. No fan will ever forget that lie that Kathleen Kennedy gave to the fandom. She basically said that Star Wars Legends does not exist. She literally practically said that. And that is one thing that a lot of fans were very offended about, let's be real. Now, at the end of the day here, where we are right now is that there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes over at Lucasfilm, and a lot of other things happening between the Disney executives and how they're going to be able to regulate the franchise, right? So that brings us to the next big thing here of what's been going on and exactly what Kathleen Kennedy recently had to say about a specific subject. Let's get into it. Now, with many new Star Wars TV shows, of course, in the works by FAVREAU and FILONI, Disney and Lucasfilm are getting ready to announce this new roadmap of the franchise at next year's celebration event for the Star Wars fandom. Now, it's noted that currently FAVREAU is putting together something very special for the Star Wars fandom that will reshape the franchise. However, in a recent interview that Kathleen Kennedy got involved in, she went on to respond about leaving and quitting from Lucasfilm and leaving Star Wars behind. Now, Kennedy went on to state the following to the fans. Well, yeah, what I will always say is this. I don't see myself doing this forever, and throughout my whole career, it has always been about approaching new projects and new franchises to really get the whole experience of working in the film industry, you know? I will say I have plans beyond Lucasfilm. I have, of course, no intention to leave this industry anytime soon. But as for Lucasfilm, this is not a forever thing, and I cannot wait to do some new things in my life and in this business to really experiment with something fresh and new. Let me pause here quick for a second. I don't know if she's being a little cryptic there, but I think that this all alludes to what we have been talking about of how she is creating her own production company behind the scenes. It's called Starlight Productions. We've talked about this, of how she wants to get this up and running by 2025, and she wants to hire either ex-Lucasfilm employees or current ones that are loyal to her, that have supported her from the very beginning. Now, I think that she is alluding to that. I think she really is, stating how Lucasfilm is not a forever thing, how she always wanted to expand beyond, different franchises and go into other ones. I think it's really pointing toward that of what's been going on. That's what I believe. Now, Kathleen Kennedy putting it out there, basically that she wants to get out. That's basically what it almost sounds like and how it's translating to. And let's be honest, this is why Kathleen Kennedy is very quiet. This is exactly why she doesn't really come up front and center to the fans as often anymore, is because Disney executives pretty much, forced her not to, and they even told her, do not make any premature announcements for movies anymore. Don't do that, they said. So they're literally trying to keep, Kathleen Kennedy on a limit to how often she's shown and how much she can really say. Because they all know that she only creates damage in her path, right? Now, that brings us to the next segment. So everything related to what Kennedy has been doing over the years, we all know that everything has been a very much controversial, series of situations. And the biggest one of all was The Last Jedi by Rian Johnson. Now, on to the next thing here. She goes on to say, I am fully aware that I have a diverse crowd of fans, critics, newcomers, and more that are just learning about my work, but I don't see myself doing this forever, no. There comes a time when you have to leave and do something else, or someone higher up wants somebody else. Okay? It's just something that awful is actually happening in the industry from time to time, and is expected to happen at some point in one way or another. But that's as far as I will go with things, and what I will say to the fans out there who have supported this franchise over the years. So, this is a very interesting thing. Now, she's stating and making it open that what happens a lot in the film industry is that people come and go, either by choice or by their choice. And it almost is absolutely alluding to what we talked about before in the past, that Kennedy wants to get out before Disney gets to her. And that's pretty much what's going on right now. So basically what Disney wants to do is they want Bruckheimer to take over as the new Lucasfilm president, except he's tied up with a lot of work, he's got a lot of time constraints, he's got a lot of things that's going on, he's got Pirate 6 right now, so they're trying to get him on board, but he's tied up. They also have other candidates out there, one of which being Spielberg, which I don't see that happening, let's be honest. It's a little unrealistic to even imagine that, but he is in the candidate list under Disney. Thing is, they want to get her replaced before her contract ends in 2024. That's Disney's plan. But what Kennedy also wants to do is that she wants to get out before Disney fires her, and she wants to voluntarily step down from Star Wars. What she wants to do is that she wants to get the Acolyte done and filmed, and then leave. That's what she wants to do. Get it done, filmed, and leave. That's pretty much what she wants to do, and that would give us around the summertime or maybe even the spring when she'll begin hinting at her departure. And if she's really that eager to leave that fast to beat Disney from firing her by either Q3 of this or of next year, that's really all up to her, right? So at the end of the day, Kennedy is, I think, right here, putting out hints about what, she's been alluding to over the past couple of months of how something like this is not forever. Lucasfilm is not forever, but she has no intention to leave the film industry. Again, I think it really translates to her leaving Lucasfilm and making her production company that we've been talking about. I think it absolutely does. So, I would like to hear what you guys have to say about this, because it is a very interesting situation that Kennedy is in right now, because she's caused so much trouble with the Acolyte series, with Skeleton Crew. The Acolyte cost, like, Disney an extra, almost, $1 million just on set builds alone. That's just the beginning of it all. And a lot of that had to do with rewrites and firing some co-writers and directors, and now things for the Acolyte are beginning to shape up. Preliminary filming is beginning, but the main part of filming won't be starting until December. So overall, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about all this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.